Weekly rotation time again, and what I noticed this week, not much, other than I'm starting to now. So, in case you didn't know this, I have this tendency to try and rotate through my perfume wardrobe as much as I can. I am not that person who can just open up my perfume drawers and decide on a whim what I want to wear. I like to do a bit of planning in advance and might be teetering on a little bit of OCD, but I do like to rotate through all my perfumes, and it does help me as well find out what I'm really loving, and also, more importantly to me, the stuff I'm not that excited about anymore, because by rotating and making sure I'm wearing everything that I own, I kind of, like if I plan a few days ahead and I see I haven't worn this particular perfume for months, it's basically a 2-month cycle between wearing my bottles and all the samples that I test as well, between wears for some perfumes. And I always can tell that if I see that I'm going to wear a particular perfume, in a couple of days, if I don't feel much excitement about that, then it's a sign to me that maybe I don't love that perfume as much as I should, or whether it's worth keeping in my wardrobe. And this is how I've decided how to sell bottles in the past. And sometimes, so one of two things happen basically, is that my initial anticipation, my reaction to the anticipation of wearing it is completely wrong, because I do have perfumes like that I don't think much about when I'm not wearing them, and then I wear them and I think, I'm so glad I've got this fragrance in my collection. But then the other thing can happen, and I'm a little bit underwhelmed by wearing that perfume that day, and it basically met my lower expectations, and that's usually a sign. I won't make a snap decision to get rid of it, but it's usually a sign to maybe put a sort of asterisk next to its name in terms of potentially stuff that I might get rid of down the track. Anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because I noticed this week that I've done a full rotation since the start of 2024. I've worn a couple of perfumes twice already, and this is obviously apart from the perfumes that I choose to wear for the whole week. So I'll start with that and just get that out of the way. This week I've been wearing the lush opulence of Musk Tonkan from Parfum d'Empire. This is a beautiful and very simple perfume to my nose, okay? So other more developed noses might pick up intricacies in here that make it even more complex, but for me, this is a perfect example of a couple of main accords just done to perfection and balanced so well. And I'm talking about the eponymous Musk in this perfume. I'm not good enough to recognize different musk types and all the different aroma chemicals that make this accord. Let me just say that it is the type of musk perfume that I really like. It's not clean, but it's also not so stinky that it makes me self-conscious to wear. And what it does is perfectly complement the floral accord that sits with this perfume. Basically a white floral thing going on. I smell jasmine in here, but it feels like there's a lot more going on in this perfume. And what the musks seem to do is like they're standing, let's say there's a white florals and the musks are really like standing behind them and shining a spotlight on them. They just enhance all the aspects of the florals, and at no point does it get too indolic for me, this perfume. And what I found wearing it each week is that it performed pretty much consistently every day. But the thing I found with this, and I'm not prone to doing this on purpose, is that most of this week I've been spraying this on in the AM, and then usually at some point in the afternoon I either can't smell it anymore, or I've had a shower because might have gone to the gym or whatever, and sprayed on my second perfume for the day. On the days that it's still on me but I can't smell, I spray on the second perfume, and it seems like this acts like a really good a base layer for the whatever I'm spraying on top later on that day, and I think it's because it is. I don't want to call it a minimal perfume, and I don't want to call it a basic perfume, but I think it's because of its simplicity. This perfect balance of these couple of accords act as a perfect, like a base that can transform whatever perfume I spray over the top. Anyway, when I bought this, it was a blind buy. It was a kind of risky blind buy. I had never. Essentially, I was buying another Parfum d'Empire perfume, and just to make it worth the shipping costs to get it over here, I decided to add this to cart, and this is deep into my COVID lockdown shopping addiction. And this came, and it's one of my more successful blind buys. Mind you, I don't really blind buy much anymore. So that was my perfume of the week, Musk Tonkin. The only sample that I wore this week is another one from Clair Scents. This one here is called Song of Aubrac. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And there is a perfume material or ingredient called narcissus, which it basically involves flowers from that family from the narcissus family. Things like daffodils and those type of flowers. And I'm not sure entirely which particular actual specific flowers are used to create Narcissus Absolute that's used in perfume. But my point is that I until I smelt this perfume, I wasn't overly familiar with what it smelled like, that particular sort of ingredient. And to me, it's obviously a floral, but it kind of sits somewhere between. Well, that was Song of Aubrac. Okay, so the rest of the week, basically, I was inspired by my recent top 10 video, and I decided to wear several of the perfumes from my top 10. So I'll just go through them quickly because I've talked about these a lot. The wonderful, ever dependable Eau Sauvage Parfum 2017 edition. The beautiful green earthy floral of Pistil by Miskeo. The wonderful classy elegance of Habit Rouge by Guerlain. Another Parfum d'Empire, Ombre Russe, one of my all-time favorite ambers. And one that I have not worn since the beginning of March, maybe when this is what I took with me on my trip to Milan, and I was happy to be wearing the Afternoon of a Fawn yesterday. The the more I wear this, the more it grows on me, the more important it becomes to me. It's just like, it's gone from being this perfume that was weird. My reaction to it was, this is a weird perfume the first time I smelled it. And every subsequent wear has just, it's like at first I saw something that I thought was not attractive, and every time I spent time with it again, like I was slowly falling in love with it. I know it's a bit dramatic, but the afternoon of the fawn. And today, last day of the week, and the final scent of the day for me from my top 10 perfumes, Etat Libre by l'Artisan Parfumeur, and I'm going to spray some on now. I still have some slight remnants of Musk Tonkin on me. Oh. This perfume just leaves me speechless sometimes, so I might end it there. That's my weekly rotation. Let me know what you've been wearing this week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.